Welcome back. This is part 2 of our Elden Ring Nightreign episode. Let's jump back.
All right,
in.
so in
100%.
Mario Kart, whenever you start... Oh, okay, no. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, c'est le début. Anyways, doesn't matter. Okay.
I had a really good question, which is probably
We'll be the
obvious.
judges of it.
Right.
It's a good question or not.
There are no
right,
stupid
buddy?
questions. There are no stupid questions.
Because you can play either solo or 3.
Yep.
Do the enemies like their health scale with kind of like
You're stronger if you're
you're
alone.
summoning people in
Yeah.
Elden Ring or other Souls game, they're going to be.
If you're playing by yourself, you're going to be stronger. You're going to
Right.
be playing as a 3-man team.
Okay.
Kind of, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So whenever you're playing 3-man, like 3 different people, the damage that everybody does is less.
Right.
So you got to play as a team. Everybody needs to do what they're doing. But when you're playing alone, you're the only target.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Get good.
So if you're playing with Kyle,
Yeah.
and then so the third person is going to be someone else, a random?
No, it's not an NPC. It's going to be somebody
Someone
else online.
random?
Yeah.
No.
And that person, if he or she's not good,
It's
Then you're-
then we have to carry a
then
little
you
bit
have
more.
to carry
yeah.
them.
Yeah,
But you can,
but what if that person dies?
Oh well, then
do you
the three
go beat 'em
circles.
up?
The 3 circles appear.
you got
Right.
it.
So
You got it.
The
Yeah.
first time that they die, they get 1 circle, and it depends
and
where
that,
they
you
are.
can get that with like a one hit.
Right.
Yeah,
you can
like-
usually get it pretty damn quick.
Because keep in mind,
Right.
this is an Elden Ring FromSoft game. So sometimes you're doing your thing, and all of a sudden there's a random archer at the top of a castle on the other side of the map that just decides they hate your life, and then they just shoot
Do
you
you
out of
remember
midair,
that
and you just
big
get one-shotted.
golem archer in Elden Ring?
Like massive guy?
Yeah, really tall guy.
yeah.
Okay, so there's one of those guys. He's on the top of a fucking castle. He can shoot you across the map.
Yeah.
Like whenever
That's-
he's active and aggro to you, watch your back.
Yeah.
There's like so many clips of him just
Of just
Well,
Is that guy an NPC or an
NPC?
an NPC.
Okay.
He's a
NPC.
big golem with a big arch.
very
like a great
stupid
bow.
guy with very big bow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, in
Stupid,
Elden
but he
Ring-
can aim.
fucking
Apparently,
Clearly.
Well, there was a glitch in Elden Ring. I'm not sure if it's the DLC or not, but there was that golem very far away,
Yeah.
and he's shooting stuff. And I think if you shoot at him, he ends up like falling off a cliff or something like that.
There's none of that.
And there's none of that. eh?
No.
Not with this guy. Anyway.
Okay.
No.
No.
So you would do that, and then you go back to the.
So keep in mind
bonfire
that
and-
time is a very precious
Yeah,
aspect
okay.
in Nightreign.
Okay.
You don't really have time to because the night's closing.
Yeah,
And so if
you
you don't
don't-
kill
it's
enough
not an
things,
open world.
if you don't kill enough things in fast enough time, you don't get a high enough level. And then when the night boss comes, or the end of day boss, or the night lord comes, you won't be high
wrecked.
enough level, and you're gonna get wrecked.
That
Especially
you
if
can
you're
still do
3
it, but it's very fucking hard.
Yeah, it's like the difference between rough numbers for people out there. At the end of day 1, you should be between level 6, 7, 8, 9 ish.
Okay.
And then day 2, you should be
13 to 15.
Yeah. Well, okay. Even 13 is a good run. I've been able to defeat Night Lords at like level 10, level 11, level 12.
You have?
I have,
Oh, fuck.
but that's very rare. Like most of the time, you'll be considered underleveled based on what the community decides is what is underleveled.
Right.
If you're playing with more experienced players, you'll hit level 15 before the end of
Quite
the second
easily.
day, and because every time that you defeat a boss in Nightreign during the day, like the day 1, day 2, you the drop that you get is a choice between 3 rewards, and often one of the rewards has like you get more runes, or you get like increased attack power, or you get like a special ability when you roll or whatever. And so if you feel like you're playing with a party that is not quite going to get to level 15, maybe you'll take the runes.
Okay.
But if you're playing with a party that knows what they're doing, they're moving fast, don't pick the runes because
Right.
you don't really need them at that point. You want to get the other stuff. And so there's this constant decision making as you're playing of, are we ahead of schedule? Are we behind
Right.
schedule? Who are we playing with?
Something that might be important
know?
to tell whoever is going to be
Right.
playing the game is that every single weapon that you pick up in the game has a passive ability. Not all of them, but let's say they all have item discovery, in charge casting spell,
Yep.
speed, whatever it might be. Whatever, and if it's useful for you, not equip it, but you just pick it up. Just being in your armory will give you that buff, that ability.
Okay.
But there is one kind of side ability that has like a hand thing. That one needs to be equipped, whether it's your sidearm or your main arm. But it's very important to put it on. Otherwise, it doesn't have that ability.
Yeah.
Are there
Really?
conditions?
What do you mean
Like
conditions?
weight
Like on your
No.
your
No?
no weight
No,
conditions.
really?
Yes.
I was meaning like on your weapon? Like, more you use it, more it loses its condition. Then you have to check.
No, there is smithing stones if ever you want to level it up.
You can
you can upgrade like your starter weapon if you want to keep that same weapon. There's smithing stones level 1 that you can pick up in caves or anywhere that drops them, and level it up to level 2. And you can pick up in the caves definitely. After you defeat that little boss in there, they drop a smithing stone level 2, and then you can upgrade your item to level 3.
So we were, I did kind of in a joke way comparing it to Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
In the battle, but it's not at all, because in Fortnite you could clearly just go camp out and wait, but in this you have to go
Time constraints.
kill.
It's crazy important to
participate.
participate in days.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
I
You
was
can't
saying,
just chill
you
and wait
have
till
to
the
be. Oh no, not at all. You don't have a chance. You have to participate as much as you can to kill as many things as you can, loot as much as you can to really get the best shit you can in your armory. And level it up.
And different characters have different needs, right? If I'm playing a character that is very frontline, right in the face of the boss, I'm going to want damage negation. I'm going to want, like maybe like a recovery. But if I'm like a mage who's on the back, well, maybe I want increased sorcery, or maybe I want more FP on attack, or maybe it depends, right? And so you kind of learn this as you go. There is no weight restriction, so pick up any weapon that you find has a good passive.
That's incredible.
That is very, very important. Also, there's no armor. There are amulets, and you can pick up amulets either at very specific chests, or there's like scarabs kind of like throughout the land. And so if you kill a scarab, then they'll drop an amulet. But like if I'm going and I'm killing a scarab, and I'm playing like a recluse, which is like the mage, and it's like, increased guarding ability, and Pidge is playing guardian, well, I'll be like, okay, I'll pick it up and I'll just give it to him.
Right.
Or unless he's beside me, then I'll just leave it, and then he'll pick it up on his way.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
It's something you can't talk to your teammates.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can
So
ping things.
If you're playing together, we can be in Discord. That's fine.
That's
if
great,
If you're just playing with random peoples online, you
It's
can't
frustrating,
talk.
yeah.
So you can only mark things on the map.
Yeah.
Saying like you're clicking like I want to go to this church.
Yeah.
And then people can like say like, oh yeah, we're going there, so they click on it too.
If multiple people agree of where they're going, like so everyone spawns with a color. So I'm red, he's blue, someone else is green. If I say I want to go to this church, then I'll right click on the church, and then there'll be a red arrow. But then if he also clicks on the church, now the arrow goes white because we agreed.
Okay, so the non-verbal.
Yes, there is that.
communication.
There is that, which is the issue of playing when you're on comms with someone, and okay, let's go do church, and you don't ping it on the map. Now the random is no fucking clue.
So the game was not. So the game was not meant for people to be talking on Discord, to be talking to each other. The game was built to have people ping each other in that.
Yeah, but they have to know that.
Or else they would have. Yeah, I know they have to, but or else they would have just incorporated.
I just think they just didn't do it. For
honestly,
whatever reason.
incorporating a voice chat into
Okay.
a multiplayer game from a technical aspect is a lot more complicated than it sounds.
So they're like, well, people will probably just do the
Yeah,
Discord
like
thing because they're all in
either
Discord. Then gamers.
The ping thing does work. The ping does work, especially once you get the hang of it and you play with experienced players. Like if I'm playing random with like two other random peoples and I ping something, or someone else pings something and I ping it, like there's a very quick understanding. But it's when you play with people that disagree, and like I want to go
that's
here,
what I was gonna
and then
say.
someone else wants to go here. Someone needs to.
Everybody can do whatever they want.
Yeah.
It just means that you're going to be a lot slower, probably level up a lot slower, like things like that.
Okay.
And there's something very important in this game, which we'll call Everjails, and you open them with stone keys. And those bosses drop like 10,000 to 20,000 ruins, which is like quite a lot. So whenever you have a stone key, you kind of want to use it because it helps you level up. Or you can, like Kyle was saying, you can have like another passive ability that you can pick up as well instead of the ruins. But there's some relics that have defeating enemy bosses.
in Everjails, clearing Everjails.
Yeah, increases your physical attack.
Increases attack power permanently.
Yeah, something like that.
And so you can get a good, like getting a 5% percentage based increases in Nightreign are always going to be better than like flat increases. Right? Because if I go from like level 1 to level 2, well, maybe I'll go from 10 dexterity to 15 dexterity. So that relic that gave me plus 3 dexterity looks good at level 1. But once you go from level 10 to level 11, you're going from 45 dexterity to 65 dexterity. So that plus 3 relic is kind of shit. Right. So you always want to get the percentage-based things as much as you can. But again, that's just a more experienced, more Elden Ring nerdy stats thing. And the Everjail is kind of the meta right now. Right? Everyone's getting Everjail keys and then getting the like 5-10% per Everjail. So if you get 5, 4, 5, 6 Everjails, like there's 20, 25, 30
So yeah, shit ton
more
of ruins.
damage.
You level up and you're stronger
And
because
you're stronger.
because of your passive ability.
But again,
of
it
development.
requires
Do
team
you
coordination.
understand all this?
Well, a lot
Like
of
the
it because-
Evergel thing. 'cause
Okay,
I-
so I'm sorry. I'm
No,
sorry.
That's fine.
In the map, there's a little circle thing. That little circle thing is called an Evergel. And whenever you give a stone key, which is something you get from a chest, or you can start with it with your relic, whatever it is, whenever you see a stone key in your inventory, you go to the Evergel, you activate it. That thing will summon a boss, a little boss.
Yeah.
You kill that boss, it will drop some ruins or whatever passive ability. So it's easy cash. You can level up with
okay.
that cash.
Yeah,
You want
okay.
cash.
Right.
So, and because it levels you up, whatever the ability, it's just makes you stronger, man.
Team coordination goes a long way.
Yeah.
in this
And I
game,
feel
yeah.
like From Software really just took a chance here. Obviously, because it's something that's slightly different
Yes.
to their usual style. Same thing when they tried an open world Souls game, which almost every pundit or person who reviews the games and stuff like that thought it was going to bomb being
Yeah.
an open world. And then it became one of the most successful games, if not the most.
It won Game of the
sold-
Year, I think.
Right,
Yeah,
it did.
yeah.
So I think with this, I think they're just trying to see the feedback with it, and then if it gets a great like
Reception,
feedback,
yeah.
reception, I feel like they're gonna expand a little bit more on that. Who knows? I don't know.
We already saw, so when we first started playing the game, there was a certain amount of bosses. So you choose which boss you want to fight. Like that's called an expedition, right? I'm going to
Okay.
go the expedition against this boss or this boss or this
Okay.
boss. And I think there's like, 8, 9 of them at the start. And then once you defeated all of them, then we were talking, we're like, okay, well, what's next? Like we're done, right? Like we
Right.
can defeat them all with every character, right? All the 8 different sort of characters. We can do all the remembrance quests. We can start hunting for like different relics that are more powerful, but it kind of gets repetitive. And then they released a balance patch,
Okay.
which was just like, fixing
In
some
Nightreign?
bugs. Yeah,
Yeah,
in
that,
Nightreign.
that we didn't really have a heads up for.
Yeah,
it was
it-
just like
it was just
you're
like-
in the game and you're like, wait, what is this?
Yeah,
And there's
from
a new
s-
fucking boss.
Yeah,
Poor
and then
Bill, it looked like so
in that patch they released a
stronger.
new boss. Like so, it was a
my
previous
God.
boss, but with the third phase. And so, and
Oh
then,
yeah, because two
two wasn't
so
enough,
every
apparently.
boss.
Clearly.
Sorry, so just to explain quickly, every boss when you start playing them, they have like a phase 1, phase 2.
not every boss, the Night Lords.
lot
Okay,
of
sorry,
them. Yeah.
the Night Lords.
Yeah. We're both saying the
anyways,
same
and
thing.
let's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
say Night Lords.
Yeah.
You chip some health, and then they go crazy, and then something else happens, and there's a second phase, and they're stronger, they're faster, whatever it is.
Just in case you got used to their moveset in their first phase, it changes.
nah, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it can be
this-
easy.
Yeah.
It's From Software. Is
got
what
it.
I'm
You
told.
got it.
So we
You
just
got
had
it.
this random update that just happened, and there was the same boss, but it was purple. So third phase. So you just start the game. You start running, like you're in the boss room. You start running. He just comes jumping down, jumps on the floor, big explosion. If you don't know what you're doing, you fucking die.
Yeah.
And game over. Start again.
And keep in mind,
lose all your runes.
No, it's worse than that.
No,
you
no,
just
no,
spend
yeah.
45 minutes building up different items,
nothing.
different everything, and then if all 3 of you get downed at the same time, yeah, it's
done.
defeat, and then you're done. If
Right.
one person stays alive, then they can res the others. And if it's the first time down, then it's the 1, 2, 3 circle thing all over again.
Res means resurrection.
Something that's a legendary item drop, or something that you pick up when you're playing solo sometimes, is a you can res yourself. Resurrection.
Oh, okay.
You can res yourself. There's one of those. It's a legendary, kind of hard to get.
It's called a rending grace of
can't
something
remember.
like that.
Right.
It's just a life.
Okay.
In the description, it says, "Hey, if you were going to
So
die,
let's say all 3 of you die, you get rezzed.
one person
Right.
gets resed."
Well,
And-
no,
Yeah.
the person that has it.
Correct. Exactly.
Right. And also for a guy like Shawn that is intrigued by this type of game, or someone new that wants to play, I think, and let me know what you guys think, that they should try Elden Ring first over Nightreign, simply because of the time constraints versus Elden Ring itself. Shawn, if he finds an area too difficult, he can literally go somewhere else, get stronger, come back, take his time, find a strategy. While Nightreign, it's like there's no time. The time constraints is there. It's like there's no time to figure. It might.
Yes and no.
Right?
I'm gonna say yes and no, because at the end of the day, you can play that little thing and make it to day 1 boss, and that's it. But that's fine. You'll
Oh, you
learn.
can pick one boss.
Well, no, it's because day
Oh.
1, you know, the circle closes,
Yeah.
and you'll see the day 1 boss.
Oh, I
So
see.
at the end of the circle, when it goes very tiny, it's a boss. You got to
Right.
kill him.
I still think
that
I'd
can be your
prefer that.
No, definitely,
so,
definitely. I'm
first.
just meaning like you can still kind of play that
Yeah.
and learn it from there. But definitely, I do think that playing the original Elden Ring will maybe get you more ready for like what movesets to expect, what weapons you might want to grab, things like that.
What
More
sucks
ready
is
makes
that
sense.
if I
Yeah.
do, so in that whole thought process
Yeah.
is if I do play Elden Ring, there's a fun part. The fun part is that's kind of
New game.
A cool fun thing about this podcast is it gets people, me in this case, to possibly play a game I didn't know about by hearing other people talk about. If this video is seen by people that have that same intrigue as me, maybe it's going to get them. That's all fun in games. But for me, I would love to come to a podcast having played a game once in a while. And yeah, sometimes that does happen. But if I do play that the Elden Ring next, then if I do want to play Nightreign, then you guys will be way far out of that phase. By the time I get to Nightreign, you guys won't be in that phase anymore.
Let's be real.
Maybe you'll be there.
Maybe, yeah.
And I'll be able to.
Let's be real. It's okay. So then, how about this? You want to play Nightreign? You want to get to learn it? Play with people like us that know what they're doing. We'll help you. We'll tell you
Yeah.
what to do.
I guess
if you're
you'd
playing
have more
by yourself, then yeah, it's going to be a lot harder because you're going to be learning by
Overwhelmed.
yourself. It's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
But if you're playing with us, we'll tell you what weapons to pick.
We're in
what things to
Discord
do,
and
where to
you're-
go.
Oh, I guess that would be fun.
100%. That
Yeah.
for night reigns, definitely. I would recommend whether you know what you're doing or not, play with people that you
Yeah.
know and you can talk to.
I think I just ordered it.
Yeah. if you're an experienced
no
Souls,
cross-platform.
yeah,
You can't
Oh,
play
yeah,
with
that's
these
right.
guys.
That's
Oh,
fine.
yeah, right.
But
yeah.
if you're an experienced Souls player and you pick up Elden Ring, you pick up Nightreign, you can definitely
Jay.
once you get the experience, you can play solo.
Right.
At least to like understand the limitations of a single character, know the bosses, know what's good and bad. But like a lot of the reflexes are the same. Like magic damage is good against people, that are big and chunky and stony, and like if something has flesh, it probably bleeds and can be
Right.
frosted.
No judgment.
like stuff like that,
Right.
right?
But the no weight thing is so huge.
It's very different,
'Cause
yeah.
It reminds me of the first time I played, like, it won't be off topic too much, but Sekiro is
Yeah.
a Souls game.
Yeah.
And Sekiro had no endurance,
yeah.
right? And I use that to my advantage
so much.
for especially the final boss who has 4 phases. 3 technically, and then one guy.
Sekiro makes you parry so much.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you like him, play
Executor.
Executor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Executor is one of the 8 characters that you can play that
Kinda
has
like
an
a
auto.
samurai.
Yeah.
And he has a
it's
second blade. It's called a cursed sword.
Right.
And you can use that to parry like
and
crazy.
you can use that to parry
And-
a lot. But a high skill ceiling, very punishing if you don't get it right, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right,
But
okay.
crazy good if you know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay, because that was my next question: is timing of like how generous are they with the
Not
parry?
generous at all.
because it is a From Software.
Well, it's very similar to Elden Ring.
Okay.
It's very similar to Elden Ring, and which is very nice because if we're playing Crucible Knights, like I'll parry them all day because I fought them so much when I was playing Elden
Right.
Ring. But yeah, so it depends. Shawn?
By doing that little basic research, a lot came out of Nightreign because a few videos I saw were very judgmental about Nightreign. Like they didn't like it. But when I saw, I really appreciated because the guy was saying, well, you know what? People are very judgmental and hard on Nightreign because they wanted it to be a new Elden Ring game.
Yeah.
But when you realize that that's not what it's going to be something different. And that's where what sparked me to say is when you talk about Sekiro, which I have no idea what this is, but he was comparing it to Sekiro in some ways.
Yep.
And in this, maybe the speed, like, I don't know, maybe you can tell me if you've played both games. So he was comparing Nightreign to Sekiro in some aspects, but really careful in saying, don't expect Elden Ring. There's some Elden Ring components of it, but that's not what you're going to play. So if you're expecting it, you'll be deceived. If you're not and you're open-minded and you want something else, that's what they tried to do from software.
Right.
Was what you were saying earlier, right? And for some people, it's a big hit. And he was saying, I think it's a big hit because it's different, and which it makes the difference between it being an expansion like the Erd Tree,
Shadow of the Erd Tree,
Shadow
exactly,
of the Erd
yeah.
Tree versus the spinoff.
Yeah.
Spinoff can be something similar but completely different.
Right.
It's still fun though
Yeah.
because you're playing like with the somewhat similar weapons,
Right.
the bosses, things like that. So you still got that.
You don't start from scratch in a way.
Yeah. You I don't know. For me, like Kyle was saying as well, I had a hard time starting. I remember like having like not wanting to play it, but forcing myself because I was thinking like Kyle's gonna like this game, so I have to force myself here.
Then he wants
And
to sell it.
And then the roles
I
changed.
finally
Yeah.
started loving it, and then he texts me saying like he tried it and he wants to, like he's considering selling it.
fuck
I'm like,
you, Kyle.
Oh, fuck's sake! I was like, please, like I went through it. Just trust me. Keep playing.
Yeah, and honestly, because he said like, give it a few more hours, and then if you don't like it, whatever. And then I gave it a few more hours. It kind of clicks. But again, I was going in with the assumption that this was an expansion of Elden Ring. It's not.
Right.
Think of it as like a cooperative battle royale game in the Elden Ring universe.
Right.
That you can have fun with friends or have fun with solo if you just are sick of randoms online, which is
Right.
totally fine. But it's not a continuation of your Elden Ring experience.
Right.
It's not.
Keeping with a game is a huge thing because Alien Isolation.
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to Alien Isolation again. I wanted to quit.
Right.
Right. I wanted to quit at the beginning because eventually, like, once you start getting into, okay, well, I need to just, it's a cat and mouse game.
Yeah.
I need to get
For like
away.
30 hours.
Like, yeah, a cat and mouse game, like, it's cool at the beginning, but at some point, like, okay, well, it's always going from point A to point B, doing a thing, but not being seen because you can't even fight the goddamn alien.
Right.
So, okay, it's fun at the beginning, but it gets really redundant. So I wanted to quit, and I almost did, and I powered through.
Good for you.
And as soon as I powered through, like it was meant to be. I powered through, and the second I did, there was another aspect that was added to the game: the synths.
Oh, yeah.
And then I found the bolt gun, and then I found the flamethrower.
Thrower.
Then I started using the flamethrower to push away the alien temporarily. So at least it was like an added thing. So it kept me interested and
Right.
kept things a little different. But all that to say, if you don't power through a game, sometimes you can miss so much of a good game. So now I'm super happy I played through that game.
Right.
But I would not have had that feeling had I not powered through. So with you convincing Kyle to power through, I think it all did a good thing because in the end, you guys came over here, you had some ribs, you had some homemade coleslaw, some beers, and a good
Fantastic.
episode.
And that gives you a good
Because of
philosophy.
you.
And that also gives you a good philosophy in life to not give up.
Yeah.
Right?
Don't give up, this guy.
Well, you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah.
Platinum J does not give up.
He does not.
Let's remember that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I put, I think, around 600 or 700 hours into Elden Ring so far, roughly. And, you know, I've platinumed or the equivalent of platinum.
Wait. What?
Yeah. I've put around 600 hours into Elden Ring, like on my Steam, like hours spent. Like, this is over years.
Did he say 100?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
at like 300 or something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. I'm about at 5. After I platinum, I stop. But like that's
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just the only guy here thinking this is not normal.
I mean,
all right. Please write in the comments if you think this is fucking crazy. Like, kudos to you guys.
Well, in Nightreign, I'm already at 80. I don't know about you.
Around there, yeah. 50.
I only play like 2-3 hours a night, but still.
I don't know.
It's,
Yeah. I'm less than 100 more than 50 for
I'm at
sure.
0 like you, so it's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I haven't played it
Hey,
yet.
I got all the Night Lords at 36 hours in, I think.
He still has an achievement that I haven't gotten, which is beating three Night Lords in a row.
Three different Night
Three
Lords.
different Night Lords in a row, and I still haven't
Oh.
gotten that. So I have a feeling a lot of the achievements you're not
And
going to
there's
like
a lot
this.
of secret ones.
There's a lot of
that I
secret
hate.
achievements that are.
I don't know what to do.
They make it deliberately hard because it's kind of tailored to that
Right.
FromSoft genre of player.
Well, yeah, because
you know?
just one of the Dark Souls, I remember it was like you had to kill a boss, but you had to like shoot its tail off with like let's say an arrow.
Yes,
or
I
get
remember
it,
that.
right?
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
you have to get it, but if you don't and you beat the boss, then you're
You have to new game plus it or new game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
Is it all about, like, precision and
No.
dexterity?
No. So
Or,
there's
like,
a button
can
to
you just-
auto aim.
Oh, okay. You
for
can
Night
cheat.
Rain, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
That's
a
a cheat button?
No. You can
Cheat option?
you can lock on to enemies.
Yeah, lock
That's
on.
what it
Oh,
means.
lock on.
Auto aim, lock on.
I
same
know,
shit.
but
Yeah.
to me, that's like you go in the options and you activate that, right?
No,
Isn't
you-
that-
No,
click the right
it comes
stick.
with it. Yeah.
You
Oh,
click
okay.
the right
Bumper.
stick and it targets someone, and then if you want a different target, you just move
Yeah.
and you just changes
But the bow and
Okay.
arrow is the same thing. Like it won't auto lock. You have to actually.
No, it'll auto-lock.
It will auto lock.
Just
And
like
by
in
the
Elden
way,
Ring.
there's a character called Iron Eye, which is my main,
Yeah.
which is most
Right.
people's mains, which has like A and dexterity.
Right.
Anyways, he starts with a bow.
Okay.
And he's a lot of fun, and you
Right.
can target people, and you just nonstop. Just
How
shoot
can
them
you
from far.
auto aim? Isn't that literally cheating?
So there's a difference between
or
auto
like
aim
an
and
easy
no.
function?
There's a difference between auto aim and auto fire. So yeah, so when you lock onto a target, that still doesn't mean that you're automatically firing in the target, right? You can be locked onto a target, but the second you start dealing damage to it, it might start aggroing you.
Not just that, they move around real fast,
Oh,
and if
yeah.
they do, your shots miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So
move
that
a lot.
happens a lot. For me, for an example, I'm Iron Eye. I shoot a lot of bows. If I'm shooting a dragon or whoever I'm shooting at, and they keep fucking moving around, or their heads going up and down, I'm missing most of my fucking shots. So I gotta get closer. And that's another thing with Iron Eye. The farther you are, the less amount of damage you do. So you want to get close.
Yeah.
To deal more damage.
And also
Versus, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Also, the camera angle. Sometimes I fought bosses without the aggro in certain areas. Like I would take off the aggro because of the camera angle. If I'm stuck behind a wall, it might make
Yes.
it awkward for me.
Yes.
So I would take off the aggro, hit it, come back, and then when
Yes.
I'm well positioned to
that happens.
That will be a very important skill in
Okay.
Nightreign, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Depending on the character that you play, very often I'll lock on, do my damage, lock off, because I want to look at what the next move set is. Like, is he gonna jump? Is he gonna rotate? Is he gonna go to the other side of the map? Like, it really depends.
Right.
And because a very well veteraned player of Nightreign will not even bother rolling or dodging when the character is going to do a sweep that's not going to hit them. Right? I'll just
Right.
keep swinging. And then it always looks very good when you just have, your main tank hitting, and you see the boss prepare a big swing, and he's like, nah, I'm good. He just
Right.
keeps swinging, and then he swings and misses him, and he
Right.
doesn't care. I'm like, oof, that's a little badass. Like,
Yeah,
I'm not going to
that's
lie. Like,
confidence.
that's a little badass,
Next level.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
isn't it all about identifying patterns and
Yeah.
that's it?
A lot of it.
Yeah.
Like,
100%.
if you are good at identifying patterns, I guess in
reflexes,
any
yeah.
game,
In most games, yeah.
any games, the patterns, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pre-coded.
Yeah.
Definitely, what I would recommend if you're a starter player and you die in like the Night Lord's chamber, the boss, and you're dead, look at their patterns.
Yeah, watch.
Because like when you're attacking, sometimes you're like so like focused on attack. So when you get down, you get a chance to just fucking sit down and relax. You can't
really?
do anything. Well, yeah, you can't do
You're
anything.
waiting to either be rezzed or we
Okay.
die. Yeah.
And this is something important as well that I don't think we mentioned before. If whenever you get down in the actual world before like the days close, whenever you get down, there's a separate timer that starts, and whenever that goes all the way down, because nobody hit you yet, you officially die and you respawn somewhere else, like inside the circle, and you can run all the way back and get your ruins.
Yeah.
Compared to in the last phase, the Night Lord, if you're downed, there's no timer. You're just downed.
You're just down.
Until somebody reses
yeah.
you.
And when you're downed, you can still crawl very slowly.
Right.
But you can still kind of slowly crawl and
To
get
get
to
to
the
your
thing.
friend. Kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And especially if there's two people that are down and there's another person alive, like those two people should kind of
Merge.
cluster.
Right.
Because then if ever the person that is still alive decides to res them, they can hit them both at the same time.
Oh,
Right. It's
okay.
like more
Try
efficient.
to.
Right? You
Right.
try to, depending on the situation and how
Right.
much and everything.
Side
else, yeah.
note: if ever you're down in the world and there's a site of grace, walk up to it. It's a nice little way to res.
Yeah, you
Right.
can.
You
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 don't
can
have to have
res-
actually somebody hit you. You can just go to the site of grace.
Yeah,
It reses
yeah.
You know what I like about Pidge? Is that
Please tell me.
yeah, that's always a fun game to play. Is that now that we did the second podcast, okay, the first one he's like, fuck, I should have said this. Fuck, I should have said this. Fuck, I should have said this.
No, I'm interrupting.
But yeah, at this podcast, he's like, everything you say is like side notes. Oh, and by the way, enter very important information is what you say.
I mean, he's bang on. Like a lot of these things that we're talking about or stuff like that, like it's not explained to you in the
Right.
game. You just have to figure it out or see someone online or do so. Like the more of these, and it's a lot of this information is kind of stored, and you don't really know that you have it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Like especially if you're playing, you're like, oh, I'm down. I have nothing to do. Oh wait, no, there's a side of Gris over there. I thought that did
Right.
something, and then you kind of go, oh yeah, that's right, right.
Right.
Sometimes
or rezzing people.
The
or different
discovery
things.
is fun.
Yeah,
right?
it's satisfying too.
Especially if you don't look it up and you just figure it out on your own or
Yeah.
by messages or this and that.
Yeah.
You stumble upon an
Yeah.
area and you're just like, wow, and then there's like a new area. And I don't know, that part of it is the replayability that I like about
Yeah.
the Souls games
Yeah,
in general.
yeah, yeah.
And there's also something that's a little bit different that we didn't talk about. Whenever the world's
Classic Pidge.
well, whenever everything shrinks down to the last boss.
Yeah.
The world is all dark and poisonous, or whatever. You can still explore if there's a side of grace.
Yeah.
If
Right.
whenever you're running
What do you mean?
through it,
What's a side of grace?
side of grace is that little fire thing that you can
It's those
level up
checkpoints.
at.
checkpoints.
It's those
Yeah.
checkpoints. You get all your health
Is that
back.
the little fire that was
Little
in your
fire.
car?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Kyle
yeah.
again
Yeah.
for reference. Thank you.
But when you get it back, by the way, you restart. All the enemies that you've killed respawn.
Not in
No,
Nightreign.
no.
Not in Nightreign?
Not
No.
in Nightreign.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
No.
But
So,
yes, in the
but-
main series, yes.
But yeah, what my main point was just saying, like, whenever the world gets closed, it's not actually closed off. You can still finish or close up some things off and kill some people, get more ruins
Right.
whenever everything's closed. So you can kind of map out where you want to go real quick to try to get some more ruins.
Yeah.
By reaching Side of Grace, that will replenish your flask, which your flask are your you can heal.
Yeah.
Health
you're
potions.
healing.
Yeah, health potions.
Yeah.
So whenever you reach one of those Side of Grace, you replenish those. So if you're all the way to 0 and you get to 1, you can get back to 6 or
Yeah,
whatever.
that does take a little bit of experience though to know, like, you know, the rate at which you lose health when you're in the night and like how far you can actually get before.
Yeah, because you can't go all the way.
Because you
fucking
can't go
at the end
really
of the map.
far.
You have to
yeah.
stay close.
You have to stay pretty
and
close.
something else
Yeah.
is that the game, for some reason, I don't know why.
I think it's a deliberate mechanic that they do.
Yeah. If you're out too long, kills you.
It insta kills you.
Oh.
And you're
Yeah.
downed, and if ever your teammate reses you,
You
you're dead
insta-dead
again.
again,
So
yeah.
their
Like
teammate-
outside the cloud dish?
Yeah, in
Okay.
the
Yeah.
poison area. So you die real fucking fast. So you have to basically beg your teammates, don't res me. So you go back inside that little circle that's safe. You can get back your ruins. So
Right.
whenever you're running around, you want to go back in that little circle to reset that timer.
Yeah.
And then you can go
That
back
invisible
to explore.
timer that doesn't exist, that I don't explain to you. Yeah, that one.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really not that big a deal to like that little thing, but whenever like you're 5,000 ruins away from level 15 and you're so close, you just need to kill a couple people.
And there's like a few enemies just over there. In the
Yeah,
horizon.
Right.
You're like, "Let's go
instead of
kill-"
just
yeah.
going inside that little bubble thing like that
to go to the final boss.
to go
yeah.
to the final boss, just go kill those little people, and then you can go back to
Yeah.
finish the boss.
Yeah, yeah.
Just a little side note.
Yeah.
And the misleading enemies, are there a lot? Because, you know, sometimes it's like you look at the physical stature, this, that, and you're like, oh, those ones will be easy.
You know,
And then it turns out they hit like a truck.
no, there's none of that.
Well, not
there's
really.
none of
Yeah, not really. Like,
There's none
But
of
then
that.
that's obvious. Right?
it's
No,
pretty
unless there's
obvious
just-
with enough like experience. You'll know what bosses are good to tackle at what level.
Right.
Right. But some people still don't understand that. Where it's like, hey, if I'm level 3, I'm not fighting the tree sentinel. I'm sorry.
You know that
Right.
whatever that name is of the Dark Knight, the
bell bearing.
the
Batman.
bell bearing,
The bell bearing
Oh,
guy.
sorry.
dude. Whenever you see that guy,
The Dark Knight is the Batman bud. You can't don't try something.
The bell bearing.
But if
Yeah.
you see that bell bearing, you turn with red eye, you run away.
Unless you're level 10 or above, don't even
Yeah.
try to fight the bell bearing.
He is
like,
crazy.
and there's certain enemies like the gargoyle. Remember the gargoyle, like the big gargoyle in
And, like,
Yeah, you
Dark
really don't
Souls
like the
1?
gargoyle.
no. In Elden Ring, the gargoyle
Oh,
that has
yes.
the twin blades.
Yes.
Yes. So don't try to
Near
fight that.
churches and-
yes, exactly.
okay.
Don't try to fight
Yeah,
those.
you don't know, but he's
But-
very strong, very fast. He spins a lot.
I'm still
Yeah.
thinking about Batman.
With the gargoyles, what I would do is I would go into the church and then like shoot him with arrows, hide back.
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I would
Okay,
play
but again,
people
you
So
with
you
can't
can do
sometimes.
shit like that with Iron Knight.
Right.
There's a secret path. There's a castle. Not all. Okay, so the map changes sometimes.
all the
Anyways,
time. Yeah.
No, but I mean, like, there's the mountaintops. There's the volcano.
Changing Earth, yeah.
Changing Earth.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, it changes scenery.
Right.
But there's a castle in the middle. There's a way to cheese your way on top, and with Iron Knight, there's a way to go to a secret little spot, and you can just cheese the boss there.
But everything comes with a cost, right? Because
Right.
it's time.
Yeah, 'cause-
True.
yeah.
So you
It's gonna
could
take you
definitely kill
forever.
it, but if it'll take you forever, is it worth killing that one boss, or
Right.
should you spend that time killing 3 other smaller ones? You know,
Because like Dark Souls 3, when I had to platinum it, you have to beat it like three times or whatnot for especially the rings trophy.
Yeah.
Well, the Nameless King, I had to beat it like 2-3 times, and at one point, I wanted to, you know, as a masochist, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to beat him with just my bow and arrow.
Yeah.
And I did that, and it took forever. It literally took like half an hour
Yeah.
of stress, and I probably lost a couple of years of my life, but it was worth it. And I feel like that aspect, sometimes it's worth that challenge.
Yeah.
You're saying it's like that's when I platinum all my Souls games.
Oh, yeah,
because
okay,
I, you know, I
okay.
literally put hundreds of hours in all the games, right? Like you can go 500, 600 hours
Yeah.
easy.
100.
Because you have to beat them multiple times the
Yeah.
games to platinum it. So
Hundreds of hours.
yeah, well,
Well,
Can
you
you
guys are
imagine?
like,
Can you
I get what you're
imagine?
saying. That's
classic
crazy,
Pidge.
guys. You guys are too much into gaming. Super judgmental.
That's his name, Platinum J. Classic Pitch.
Classic Pidge. I like Classic Pidge. Classic Pidge.
Hey.
From now on, when you're sitting there, you handle this. All right? You're the new host. You're a co-host now.
It's almost
You know
classic
what, in
Pidge.
the NHL episode,
It's gonna be fire.
yeah, there's going to be Scott, PL, and you right there.
Oh, sweet.
And you're in charge of this.
Oh, I can't wait.
Huh?
Delegation is power.
It's gonna be.
Yeah.
When you come back, you're charged. Cool. Hey guys, is there any other fun facts or cool things you want to say about this? Because if not,
Only your verdict.
Yeah, I want to hear the final verdict. I want to hear the final
I'm decided,
verdict.
guys.
Tell
I'm
us.
decided. And I know that, you know, to not be a party pooper, you think you know what I'm going to say. But I'm going to fucking play Elden Ring, boys. All right? And I just need to get a copy of it.
Yep.
All right.
No problem.
Yoink.
I don't charge much for the rental fee, so it's
No, that's fine. I got a buddy who told me he'd lend it to me because he's a good buddy.
But then he can't play with you if he lends it to you.
He sold his PS5.
Oh, well, that helps.
G.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, he sold his PS5 and he wants to sell this. So I'm like, well, dude, if you can sell it.
If he needs a blue summon, you know what to do.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe
Once you figure out what a blue summon is. Yeah.
Yeah, once I figure it out, maybe I'll let you know.
Or
Yeah,
maybe I'll invade.
Oh.
No, I couldn't do that.
Give him the real FromSoft experience.
I was really clear on if you fucking betray me, you're not coming back here. All right?
I'll be your friend.
And
I'll be
I
your
know
friend.
you like to come here.
But I
You
want to
look
hear the
like you have
story,
fun.
though.
Yeah. Okay, you can do it once. You choose your moment, but if I lose my runes, you're
I better
fucking
get them
dead to
back
me.
again. Yeah.
Just
You're
before
dead to me.
millennia.
Oof.
Yeah. I'm going to hire the let me solo her guy.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking-
Would be cool to 1v1 that guy just to see how
Yeah.
terrible I would be.
I do want to play. This was fun, man. This was fun to see the passion, especially in you two that played, like specifically Nightreign, to have you guys talk about it. Hopefully you got to talk about what you wanted and let it a bit out. That's the goal of this, right? Is to give a platforms for people to talk about what they enjoy. And I really enjoyed listening to it. So I got mine. Did you enjoy the episode?
It was a blast. Thank you for having us.
How about you?
Loved it.
You lost your podcast virginity, guys.
Exactly.
Huh?
Exactly.
Thank you.
Soon enough, you're going to be out there in the world.
When's my player profile?
Oh, we got to work on those.
We're gonna have
We
to
got to
work
work
on
on those.
those. Yeah.
Ask this guy, if I can nail the player profile,
he
he's got
did.
over at this moment when we were recording the episode about over 400 views on it,
406, yeah.
which is the most we ever got on any of our episodes.
All right, let's beat that, guys.
Let's beat that, guys. Let's go. All
And
right,
then the
guys.
NHL one's gonna.
Yeah.
Oh, the NHL one is going to be good.
I think so.
It's gonna
I think
be good.
everyone should tune into that one too.
Yeah. We're recording that one. Well, anyways, after we're releasing this one, so there's no point in saying it. So, guys, I raise my glass to you.
fuck's sakes
Thank you.
again.
Hey, oh man, there was a leak in your.
There was a leak. That must have been it. Yeah.
Guys, thank you very much. I love you all. Cheers.
Thanks for having us.
Cheers, guys.
Oh, this was fun.
That was fun.
This was good.
My ass is
It's
sweating.
over,
How long
guys.
was that?
We get to breathe
Yeah,
and turn on the AC again.
But it was long, but it was very informative.
How long?
If you have to guess.